No, Ramon, it has to be at 6. We have 8 o'clock theater tickets. Yes, that would be perfect. For 4. That's right. Oh, and Ramon, you know, Stephanie and I always used to sit at that little table in the alcove. Is that big enough for... Excellent. Yes, I'm sure you will, Ramon. Thank you. We'll see you tonight.
Sounds like a special evening.
It should be.
Incidentally, you and Stephanie looked fabulous at the wedding. Very happy, too.
Thank you. I guess there's something to be said for making the effort.
Yes, I suppose there is.
Which brings me to why I wanted to see you. Are you free tonight?
Me?
You and Kristen, of course. For dinner in the theater with Stephanie and me.
I don't know, Eric.
What's to know? Either you're free or you're not.
Have you discussed this with Kristen?
That's your job. But from what I saw yesterday, you two seem to be quite amiable.
We put on a good show.
It looked like more than that to me, Clarke.
Eric, I wouldn't make too much about us being together at the wedding.
Clarke, whatever your marital difficulties are, I think it's time for you to put those things behind you. Now, I don't care what it takes. I want you to swallow your pride, and I want you to get things back on track with Kristen. And join us tonight for a lovely evening.
Eric.
This is not negotiable, Clarke. I want you to see Kristen. I want you to make the arrangements. And I want you to come out to dinner tonight.
What if she won't go?
Then you tell her for me that I want to know what the devil is going on. Now, Clarke, things are finally starting to come together for this family. For Stephanie and me, for the boys, Felicia's home. All that remains is you and Kristen. Now, let's see if we can make some headway on that. That'll be all, Clarke.
Sally Spectra.
Hello, Mrs. Spectra. It's Betty Burns.
Yes, Betty, hello.
Actually, I'm calling to talk to your daughter.
About the charity event, right?
That's right.
Have you talked to Thorne Forrester yet?
No, I thought I'd approach your Macy first.
No, Betty. I think we better try and lock Thorne Forrester in first. I mean, we have to find out if he's got the time and if he's interested in chairing this event before we ask Macy to co-chair it with him, you know? And I think at this point, it's probably wise not to let either one of these young people know that the other one is going to be involved in it. I think that's very important, Betty.
And your name is not to be brought into it at all.
You are absolutely correct. No, listen, I do have to go into a business meeting so we can iron out the details later. I'll be in touch. And thank you very much for calling. Bye-bye.
Who's that?
One of the buyers.
Which one?
Doesn't matter, honey. I'll handle it.
Hello?
Thorne? It's Donna.
Oh, hi.
Are you busy?
Now?
Possible.
No, why?
I need to talk to you.
Well, this sounds pretty serious.
It is serious, Thorne. I'll be right over.
Then the rumor is true.
What, is that my status around here these days? A rumor?
Get over here, you. Oh, welcome home. Great to have you back.
Thanks.
So Dad said you got in yesterday.
Yeah, just in time for the big event.
Oh.
So how are you doing, Thorne?
I'm doing fine.
You can't be doing all that fine.
A little baby sister, right to the point.
Look, I haven't been around, so I don't know all the details. But obviously a lot's been going on.
Is that why you're back?
Part of it. But mostly, I just missed everyone.
That's quite an admission from you.
I love my family. It's never been an issue with me.
Mother?
That really hasn't been the issue either.
Well, then what? I know it was more than just college that was keeping you in London these last few years.
Well, I had a lot of growing up to do.
Well, why couldn't you do it here?
No, Thorne, I couldn't have.
Why not?
Because I'm not like you or Ridge or Kristen.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that we have a lot to talk about, but not now. You see, I'm on my way to Santa Monica Beach.
The beach?
Yeah, I want to stick my toes in the Pacific for the first time in years. Oh. So what do you say you join me?
Oh, I'd love to. I have somebody coming, though. I missed you.
Oh.
Welcome back.
I missed you too.
Well, you go have fun.
All right, I'll see you later.
The Krieger file, is it still on Saul's desk?
Yeah, I believe so.
I wish he would learn to return things.
Donna, get in here, quick.
Yes, Sal.
Now listen, Donna. I am expecting a phone call. Actually, I'm not expecting a phone call. Macy is expecting a phone call.
Oh, yeah, I just saw Macy. She was just leaving.
I know, but she'll be back any minute. Now listen, I don't want my daughter Macy to be aware of the fact that I am aware that she is getting this phone call. So I want you to take the call when it comes in.
How do I know exactly what call that'll be, Sal?
But pay attention. I'm just about to tell you. This call will come from Betty Burns. You remember the society broad that was in here?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so she's gonna call, ring twice, hang up, then call back, right?
Wrong. Now clear your mind, Einstein, and really concentrate for me, Now, that call is going to come in, and you're going to take every call that comes into this office, even the ones on my personal line, right? And when this call comes in, you're going to say, just a moment, Mrs. Burns. Then you're going to come into my office very casually, very simply. You're going to walk in here. You're going to say, hello, Macy. There is a call for you on line 1. Now, I know you can handle it, even though it isn't your specialty, which is nuclear physics. I know you're going to handle this just right, aren't you, my darling? And then, of course, we're going to have the entire mailing list updated because it's hopelessly out of date at this point. I think you better get right to work, dear.
Sal, what's wrong with the mailing list? Did you, see this?
Come in.
You got a minute?
Not really.
Then make a minute.
And you will never guess who is fresh in from London.
Who?
My sister, Felicia.
Really?
Donna, she is great. You've got to meet her. In fact...
Thorne, I would love to meet her sometime. But right now, I have other things on my mind. There's something that I very much need to talk to you about.
Look, why don't you come on in? So whatever it is that's on your mind, I can see it's pretty heavy.
Yeah, I'm afraid it is.
And it involves me.
No.
But you want to tell me about it.
It's either you or your parents, Thorne, and I don't feel that it's my place to confront them.
Also, it has to do with Mother and Dad.
Just your mother.
What is it, Donna?
Maybe you should get that.
Hello.
Thorne Forrester, please.
This is he.
Mr. Forrester, this is Betty Burns. I work with your mother on the hospital board.
Oh, yes, Mrs. Burns, right. I met you on the Queen Mary.
Then you remember me?
Yes, I do.
Well, look, I know you're busy. This won't take but a minute. Our annual fundraiser is coming up in February, and, well, to make a long story short, we're sort of in a bind. Our original chairperson took ill, and your name was suggested.
My name?
Yes. Would you be interested? It's a very worthy cause, Mr. Forrester. Let me tell you a little about it.
I'll tell you what, Mrs. Burns. I'll do it.
You will?
Yes. I'll call you later. I'm very busy right now.
Well, you have my number.
Well, I'll get it from my mother. Goodbye, Mrs. Burns. Oh. I'm sorry. So you were starting to tell me about Mother.
What do you want, Clarke?
You know, Chris, this attitude of yours is really starting to get to me.
My attitude? You're the one that's imposing on me at the moment.
Because if I don't, there's zero communication between us.
What do we have to communicate about?
A marriage that is floating out in limbo somewhere.
Look, I don't want to discuss it. It's the middle of a workday.
Okay, fine. Then let's set a time when we can talk about it.
Clarke, I have to be in the right frame of mind. And I'm not at the moment.
Okay. Now, believe it or not, that's not what I came to talk to you about. Your father made dinner and theater reservations for this evening, and we're included.
No, Clarke, I am not going.
Chris, it's not my idea, and I fought him on it. But you know Eric. He's determined to have you and me join him and your mother.
The four of us. How cozy.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Tell him the truth? That you're involved with Bozo the photographer and that's why we're separated?
No.
Then I suggest you and I show up tonight.
Clarke, I am not going to have any part in this.
Then you call your father and you decline the invitation. I've had it with you, Chris. You act like you know what you want. Well, you better make sure, because I'll tell you something. This is the last time you're turning me down. The last time.
Clarke, wait! You're aware of the bad blood between Brooke and your mother.
Of course.
Do you know why there's bad blood?
Personality conflict between two very strong, very stubborn women.
No, Thorne. It's more than that. It's much more than that. And I'm gonna tell you what it is.
What is it?
All right. I'll go with you tonight.
Don't do me any favors.
Clarke, wait. I'm sorry. Is that what you want? An apology?
All I want is to be treated with a little decency. That's all, Chris. Dinner's at 6. I'll pick you up.
Mother, why do you keep looking at me?
Was I looking at you? I wasn't aware of that.
All right. Is there something going on?
No.
I can tell by your demeanor that something is going on.
Now, what could possibly be going on? Let's just relax. Get back to it.
Macy, you have a phone call on line 1.
Thank you, darling. Macy Alexander.
Miss Alexander, this is Betty Burns from the Hospital Foundation.
Yes, Miss Burns.
I'm calling to congratulate you, dear.
Oh?
Our board has selected you to be co-chairperson of our annual charity fundraiser.
Miss Burns,
Trust me, it won't take a lot of your time. It's mostly an honorary position.
Well, do you mind telling me how I was chosen?
We admire what you've done at Spectra, and we feel that you represent the kind of youthful energy that this event needs.
Might I give this some thought?
Oh, certainly. Though we are counting on you, Macy, as are the little angels at the hospital. Thank you, dear.
My sister told me something this morning, Thorne, that I think is going to shock you as much as it shocked me. And I really apologize for doing this to you, but this family has got to be told.
Donna, what are you talking about?
About a woman that your father was involved with.
A woman my father was involved with?
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Your mother. She found out whom your father was involved with.
My father was having an affair? And my mother knew? What?
Yes, Thorne. And so did Brooke. Your mother held my sister accountable for your father's affair.
Donna, I am totally in the dark. What are you talking about?
Your father was involved with my mother.
What? I don't believe this.
That's just the beginning. My dad, his transfer to Paris. Your mother arranged that to get rid of my mother. She tore my family apart, Thorne. The people that I was closest to. The people I depended on. But that wasn't enough. She didn't stop there. She continued to blame Brooke, and she made her life a living nightmare. Your mother destroyed any chance Brooke ever had with Ridge.
Donna, would you please go? I have to be alone here.
I'm sorry about this, Thorne. But it had to come out. Your mother sent my parents away at a time when I needed them. Probably more than I ever did in my life. Your mother did that to me, and I resent her for that. Oh, Thorne, how could I not resent her? I just wonder what your mom would do to me if I did to her family what she did to mine. I wonder.